Everything's hunky-dory now?
That's the podcast. See you later.
Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
This is it?
This could be it.
This is the intro?
This could be the intro. Or it could not be the intro.
Is this the beginning to all things?
This could be the end to the beginning of the beginning that was the end.
I missed part of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Dominic?
Let's do it again. Welcome back, everybody, to the Things and Stuff podcast. I am one of your hosts. My name's Dom.
I'm Zach, and, it's good to be back.
It's good to be here. It's good to be back. We talk about things and stuff. I missed that in the intro. We talk about things. I like to talk about things. He likes to talk about stuff. We like to talk about things and stuff.
There's a lot of pressure.
I'm excited
today. There's a lot of pressure.
There's
As
you can see,
you can
see.
I can show you the world.
Shining, shimmering, splendor. This is the Things and Stuff podcast, and we have video.
Yeah. And we got something else for you.
We got something else for you. And now,
yeah.
Cheers, man. Cheers.
Cheers, you guys.
This is
Cheers,
special.
you guys.
This is special because we kind of forgot to bring this up. I mean, cheers. We can drink.
Cheers.
Oh, we already cheers. It's too many cheersing. This is the 10th episode of the podcast.
Is it?
Yes.
I thought it was the 9th.
Oh, God. I'm pretty sure this is the 10th episode.
It's the 10th episode, and we're gonna roll with it.
We're rolling with it. And if it's not the 10th episode, we'll make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This will be 10.
Awesome. See, I was wrong, and it was okay.
That's why there's two of us. One of us has more knowledge of
All right.
restaurateur.
I have a question for you.
Did you just burp into my mic?
Yeah, I did. I do it every single episode.
He does. We usually just cut it out.
You cut it out.
I cut it out.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
How many? How many?
Why is it funny already? What kind of question
How many
is this?
PopTarts do you think you could eat before you throw up?
Dude, I'm not going to lie to you. It's a lot.
I need to know.
Let's see. 8 come in a box, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not that. I
There's
think it
4
is, actually.
packages.
Yeah, of 2.
And of 2.
I think it is.
All right, we talking s'mores, strawberry filling, what?
Each one in sequence is a different flavor.
Wow, this sounds like a good time. Honestly, before I throw up,
Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. Okay. So
I give like a solid 20. I can put some Pop-Tarts down, dude. Are we toasting them or no? Doesn't matter.
Your preference.
I actually kind of like them untoasted.
Me too.
I go for the raw dog, and yeah, I'm pretty confident I could get one. I could get 1 box for sure.
So we were walking around Target yesterday. The kids, the fam, Kelly and myself. And we were going down. This is how I have this idea. We were sitting there, and I was just like, Kelly, how many Pop-Tarts do you think you could eat before you throw up? And she's like, oh my God, what flavor? Yeah, it just came to me, and I was like, I have to ask Dom. This is a perfect question. I know it's a lot. I know it's many.
It's a lot.
And then she asked what flavor, and I was like, each one's different. And then she's like, oh, not a lot. She doesn't. What's your favorite flavor of Pop-Tart?
Honestly,
I could probably do 18-ish, give or take.
Because Pop-Tarts go down easy, man.
They do.
They really
But
do.
they come back up.
I wouldn't know.
I don't know.
I've never regurgitated a Pop-Tart. Do you taste all the flavors at once?
Yeah, that would be messy. That would be.
I thought you were gonna say mesmerizing.
Just a rainbow.
All the colors of the rainbow.
S'mores.
I like s'mores. I used to like wild berry the most.
Strawberry kind of guy.
I think I'm a basic bitch. I like strawberry. People who think that cinnamon is the best flavor can go take a walk.
Do you like graham crackers?
I do.
Do you like the cinnamon graham crackers? That's the only way I eat them. That's the only way.
Wait a minute. Is there another one? Is there another kind of graham cracker?
Non-cinnamon?
Oh, like the honey grams? Honey graham. I feel like every graham cracker has cinnamon in it.
I don't think so.
I've had like 4 types of graham cracker. 4. I forget we're recording.
Yeah.
Fix that posture. You know what I'm saying?
I've been at work all day. I ain't fixing shit. I ain't fixing shit.
I ain't doing nothing.
Can I get a manager, please?
I guess you can.
No.
What were we talking about?
How many Pop-Tarts you can eat before you throw up?
There-
Graham crackers?
Graham crackers. I like graham crackers. Working at the hospital, I developed a love for them because they have the little single packages of graham crackers, and they're delicious. Are you just watching yourself drink?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a little mesmerizing, isn't it?
It is. It's new.
It's new.
It's new. It's fresh.
It's new. It's fresh. It's fun. It's funky. Shout out to Ghost. Sponsor me.
Yeah. We also have another sponsor today. It's Simple Solutions for the Modern Man by Dominic Zappoli.
Here's your tip of the day.
Yeah.
Here's your sage advice. I got 2 things for you. One is a quote. One is original. Well, they're both quotes, but you get it. The first one is have a messy house. Don't want to clean it up. Just hide it.
Yeah.
Hide the mess.
Yeah.
Simple solutions.
Put a towel over it. Put a towel over it.
Put a towel over it.
No one's going to pick that towel up.
Put a pin in it for another day.
Yeah.
You don't want to do it today? Don't do it. Put a
Just
towel
break
over
the
it.
dishes. You don't need to wash them.
I wouldn't do that.
Just buy new dishes.
I wouldn't.
Get new china.
Paper plates. Paper.
Someone doesn't care about the environment. It's not styrofoam, so you kind of do.
Look, man, isn't paper the rainforest?
Yeah. Oh, the rain foiled again.
It's foiled again. Those damn toucans are losing all their homes.
Toucan.
Second, damn. You know, some people say my nose looks like a toucan beak.
I'm glad you said it.
That one hurt a little bit. Second quote.
Would you ever get a nose job?
Yeah. Thought about it. Just shink.
Just to shave it off a little bit?
Slim this one down. Straighten it out.
How much is that? Have you looked into
probably
it?
a lot. No, I haven't.
Don't you get a discount or something?
No, you'd think. From the front vantage point, it's not bad. It's not like fat. It's not wide, but then you get that side view, and it's like, oh boy. If I do a backstroke, people are gonna think there's a shark in the water. That's why I have a sensational sense of smell.
Yeah, dude, I can't smell
Exceptional.
anything.
I can smell everything.
I have like a nice nose, but boy, I am stuffed up all the time.
It's because you straight up refuse to get an air purifier.
Don't you have an air purifier?
No, because I can breathe. Yeah. Point in case.
Ugh.
There's something in your house, probably Mitchell, that stuffs up your nose because every time we game, all I hear is, so, yeah, I want to do this thing. And then we're going to go over here and they'll go. And that's all I hear. There you go. It's quite obnoxious. I'm not going
You'd
to
miss it.
Honestly, no.
You'd miss it.
I wouldn't.
You would.
I really
All
wouldn't.
right, I got something else for you.
Good, because I got nothing for you.
Yeah.
Maybe. I've had a lot.
What's an animal you wish you could ride? Any animal.
Is this like a magical thing where if it's a small animal,
can do
I can
both.
shrink down to size and
Any animal. It would scale up or you'd scale down. Any animal.
Been really into alligators lately.
Been
For
feeling-
whatever
Saw a nice pair of alligator boots.
for whatever reason, my explore page on Instagram has been showing me
Just
alligators.
nothing but alligators?
Yeah, dude. I don't know why. There's some big alligators out there, bro.
They're dinosaurs, man. They're
Literal
modern
dinosaurs. Remember one time we went to TY Park and we had just
There was an alligator at TY Park?
No.
I don't remember this. Oh.
No, there wasn't. Just let me finish the story.
You're the one that stopped.
Well, you gave me a very concerning look. So we went to TY Park. We had just gotten the trainer swords, the
Wasters.
polypropylene wasters, and we were smacking stuff. We had broken rocks. We had smacked rocks, destroyed them, pummeled them,
Mm-hmm. Cracked a few skulls.
and for whatever because we were by the lake, and I was like, "Yo, you think if there was an alligator here, we could fight it with these?" And we both agreed that we could.
Yeah. You kill anything you want with those.
Depending on the
Blunt
size.
force trauma.
Think we could beat a bear?
How
How much prep time do we have?
Yeah, how much lead time do I got? Do I only have the wasters or do we have other stuff besides wasters?
Just the wasters. I think we're doomed. I think that bear's going to pick us apart and eat us for dinner.
Well, I mean, I think if we use zigzags, I don't think it'll get to us.
Make it go cross-eyed. Alligator, I think. I would like to ride an alligator. Maybe if I could.
Wouldn't your feet be dragging on the ground?
I assumed it would be in water. I don't think riding an alligator on land.
You just be playing footsie with the alligator.
Yeah, kind of just hanging on to it, just zipping along. Be pretty cool, like a giant gator. It has to be a big boy.
I'd like to
Would you like to ride a sea turtle?
Yeah.
There's
In
some
the
pretty
water.
big turtle.
In the
I was
water,
gonna say you're gonna
obviously.
run into a similar problem. Your knees are gonna get so scraped up, dude.
You can put wheels on this thing.
That would be cool.
A
to
sea
ride
turtle with
giant
wheels?
Sea turtle. Whoa. You put. All right, so here you go. You put. You ever seen one of those moving dollies that's just 4 pieces of wood with wheels on the bottom? You put a turtle on top of that, and it just uses its legs to just
flopping.
go. It turns itself into a scooter.
You know how I feel about scooters.
I do like me some scooters.
Scooting.
You ever seen that one wheel?
The board? The
yeah,
board
yeah.
thing?
That has one wheel? How does it work?
Electronics?
Yeah. But do you have to
probably
It doesn't look like
whichever
anybody's-
direction you push down on. So if you lean it forward, it goes that direction. If you push it backwards, it would reverse.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Mhm.
Because it doesn't look like anybody's ever balancing on them. They're just kind of going.
Momentum.
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 Have you ever ridden a Segway?
No, it seems like it'd be too much work.
Honestly, it's not. I rode a Segway, an off-road Segway,
Well, that's intense.
on a trip to the Bahamas. It was pretty cool. We rode it on a beach.
You've been to the Bahamas?
I've been to the Bahamas twice on a cruise.
I've never been on a cruise.
The Bahamas. It's pretty nice, dude. Being on a cruise is pretty nice. Can't go for longer.
You know
than
which
5
friend's
days.
the broke friend now, don't you? No.
Wow. That came out of left field.
Just kidding. I have kids. That's why I'm broke.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure we make similar amounts of money. Not anymore, but
You squint.
when I
You
work
squint and
when I work a
smudge one of the
normal
numbers.
job, yeah.
Squint, you smudge the number, flip one of the numbers upside
Bro,
down.
You also don't even you dropped out of high school. And
True.
You're making fast stacks, so it's
true.
like
Kids,
you did this to yourself.
follow your dreams.
Follow your dreams.
Follow your dreams.
You can if you try hard enough. The most simple solution is the last thing on your mind. Now imagine this. Close one eye.
What? What?
I don't know. I lost it.
Just
I'm feeling this energy right
when
now. Close one eye. Picture yourself.
no,
in the
close the
state-
other eye. Apparently,
He's closed both eyes. Closed.
yes, he closed both eyes. He covered one and then closed the other,
Oh man.
and now he's just blind.
Blind as a bat. You know, bats aren't actually blind.
All of them?
All of them. They use echolocation
I was
just
gonna
to
say
find.
sonar. Beep.
Yeah, echolocation sonar is the same thing. Tomato, literally the same thing.
Dolphins?
They also use both of those things. Are dolphins blind? Do they have bad eyesight? Bats can see very well. They only use sonar to find small little bugs.
Are
in the night.
dolphins blind?
Why did you have to yell it?
Is it little bug? Are dolphins blonde? Oh wait,
What?
no.
Androids.
Wait. No, not all species of dolphins are blind.
Oh, well, that's good to know. Do you know dolphins are bullies?
Are dolphins bullies?
Why are you yelling?
They're also just huge bullies.
They are huge bullies.
But word is spreading on dolphin debaggery.
Are you debauchery or debaggery?
Debaggery.
Bro, it literally says debaggery.
Groups of male dolphins have been observed teaming up on single female dolphins and
Yeah.
forcing them into mating with
Running trains. Dolphins run trains.
God. Savage.
Can you imagine?
Flipper has also been known to commit infanticide,
What does that mean?
killing babies.
Oh.
I forget how to. Infanticide. It's just weird. It just sounds.
Yeah,
good.
it sounds like a weird pronunciation. Riding a sea turtle would be pretty cool.
Yeah, back to the sea turtles. I ain't riding no dolphin. They're fucking gangbanging.
Bro,
Gangbanging
that dolphin's going to take you to a dark cave somewhere and be like, where are we going? What happened to going back to the beach?
Flipper, what are you doing?
We ain't going to no beach no more. Wow. Something is in the air today.
Something's in the water.
Something's in the air
All right.
today. All right.
So I have one question.
I love it.
No,
I love it. I love it.
It was bad because I wrote it last night, and I wrote it, and I was like, "Oh, this is bad." I said, "What's the worst color something can be?" And I was like, "Oh fuck!" I was like, "Wait a second."
Maybe a specific thing. Like, what's the worst color a shoe can be? A foot?
Yeah.
Damn, again, I can't. What? The worst color is necrotic.
Black.
Look, if you look at a necrotic foot, that's what color it is.
Green. Green would be bad.
It would be.
Yeah.
You know what's also really bad color for foot? Cream colored.
White?
No, like
Beige?
beigeish, yeah. Coming out of green places on the foot. Pus. It's pus.
What?
Yeah, they got some infected wounds down there, man. It's,
Okay,
it's not a pretty sight.
So to
not a pretty sight.
to gloss over this, what is the worst color something can be question that I concocted up and I shouldn't have. What is good in liquid form but awful in solid form?
Is this a riddle or is just an opinion?
Shoe fits,
What is
man.
good in liquid form
but
and awful
in solid form?
oil, grease, fat?
Does it solidify? It's gelatinous.
Yeah, like congeals.
What about something that's good in liquid form
Good in liquid
but
form.
bad in solid form? Blood,
Yeah.
hot dog.
Liquid hot dog? Liquid hot dog? What are you doing? What in your life has gone wrong that you liquefy a hot dog? What do you just blend it up? Zachary. I try it.
Yeah.
try it.
So something
Throw
that's
some
good
mustard
in
in
liquid
there.
form, but bad in solid form. Cough syrup.
I think that's the opposite. Like a lozenge is good, but I don't like cough syrup.
Really?
Yeah. Cough syrup is awful.
So throwback. I used to get high as balls off of cough syrup.
Oh, I remember that phase. You were wilding out there.
Yeah.
You were wilding.
Yeah. It's all the I'm not gonna say which kind and which one, That's probably more dangerous.
Yeah, just try them all until you find it.
Yeah, that's probably more dangerous.
Just try them all until you find it.
But I was, though that was one of the craziest experiences that I'd ever had, dude. You felt like you were on fucking autopilot. I swear to God.
I don't know what that would feel like. Autopilot, like your body just does stuff, and you're just kind of chilling.
You feel like you're in third person.
Oh, that's
Right?
interesting.
Yeah, like I got so mad yesterday at work. I was talking about myself in the third person. I was like, Zach needs to get the fuck out of here. Zach's got to go.
Wow, that's
yeah.
pretty aggressive.
That's when you know I've hit my limit and I'm done. When it's not, oh yeah, I can do that for you. I guess Zach has time to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a very
I am pretty similar. Once I start saying no out loud, then you know I'm pretty upset. Because I'll
say no.
At work, I'm pretty good at whatever you need me to do, I'll do it.
I
Doesn't
say no
matter.
for fun at work.
I do. I have this really bad habit of saying no as a joke, but I'm of course going to do it anyway. But people don't know that, and it takes a while for them to understand that. And sometimes they never get it. So they'll be like, "Hey, can you go move this for me?" I'll be like, "No," as I'm walking to do it, and they'll be like, "Oh, well,
what?
That's."
I do the exact same thing.
It's bad. It's a bad habit, but it's funny.
It's not a bad habit.
It's funny.
They need to get with the program.
People
They
in
need
the
to catch
world
up.
need to tweak their senses of humor, because a lot of people just don't have one.
No.
And if they do have it, it's trash.
It's because they watch Friends or something like that.
Friends is funny, dude. Have you ever seen it?
Nope. Nope.
I
ain't gonna watch it.
I understand.
I'm gonna watch it. If you like Friends, I'm sorry.
But you don't even know, like
I don't need to know.
you're just being one of those internet trolls.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
am.
a bad show. A lot of the jokes are super
Look,
corny,
man, I
but
like
it's
Nickelback,
funny.
but I'm not watching Friends. Okay.
You're
what you
just
You get what you get.
I would take Nickelback over Friends.
Yeah. What wouldn't you take over Nickelback? I mean, what would you take over Nickelback then?
Like, what would I choose instead?
Ham sandwich?
Throw some cheese on. I'd rather have a turkey sandwich.
Turkey sandwich?
I'm more of a turkey guy. The
so
ham,
would you,
ham's
so
got the
like,
sweetness.
so seeing Nickelback live, would you give it up for a turkey sandwich?
Honestly, yeah. Unless I know that they're going to play like 5 specific songs all from the same album, then
I'm not
I
showing up.
I don't know any of their newer songs. And when I say newer, I mean they're past like 8 albums. I don't know how many albums they have. Let's look it up.
Chad Boner. What's his name? What's his name again?
Kroger.
No, it's Scrotum. What do you
I
say?
thought it was Scrotum. Scroger. I thought it was Kroger. It's Kroger. It's like
Have you ever
Kruger.
been to a Kroger's?
No, what is that?
It is a northern and midwestern grocery store.
You
It's
know,
actually really good.
that sounds good. No, it doesn't. It just sounds like a
great.
grocery store. You know what we missed out on? Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's, yeah.
After we
Shout
took
out.
that trip, so we took a trip to South Carolina. I'm pretty sure we talked about it on the podcast before. You dropped your phone.
They can see it.
They can see it. So we took the trip to South Carolina, and along the way, we saw multiple, and I mean multiple, like
Signs.
so
It
many.
was like the Lord telling us to do
It really
something.
was, because these billboards were not small. They were not like, hey, there's a Buc-ee's.
We still would have
Maybe
gotten
wanna-
stuck in traffic.
You know, I still believe that. Did we talk about why we got stuck? Did we talk about getting stuck in traffic?
I don't think so.
Whatever, happening again. So on the way up, we took our normal gas pee snack breaks.
We were stocked.
We were stocked. We were stocked up.
I think you got the bugles or whatever you got that.
I did get the bugles.
You were
Bugles are
pissed.
fire. What?
No, you got the pizza things.
Oh, the freaking combos. Combos are terrible,
so
dude.
mad. Why did I get
terrible.
these things suck.
Because I heard about it on Taste Buds. Shout out Taste Buds. If you're
We're actually
listening,
listening to Taste Buds.
were you really?
No, we were listening to
We were
Taste Buds.
oh yeah,
when that was.
Yeah. Shout out Taste Buds. We know you're listening. Send us some sponsors. Magic Spoon.
Spoon me.
Spoon us.
I'll be big spoon. I'll be little spoon. I don't care.
I don't mind either.
No.
So
I like being held.
we were stocked up. We were stocked up, and we made our final stop, which we didn't think was going to be our final stop. But we made our final stop at a Love's because we went to this specific gas station because we thought they would have swords.
Yeah. When
They did not.
So
COVID
the
broke 'em.
reason why we thought they had swords is because I moved to Ohio for half a year, right before COVID happened.
Yep.
And I stopped at a Love's and they had freaking swords. I have it on my Snapchat.
You do.
Yeah.
I seen it. He sent it to me. We seen it. So we went there in hopes of procuring
Said
some
swords.
armaments.
Yeah, said swords.
And lo and behold, every Love's we went to, they didn't have them.
But they're still really nice gas stations.
They are very nice gas stations. They're
Shout
the
out Love's.
truck stop gas
I think
stations
they're
that have
more of
like
a truck stop.
yeah, they have showers. They have
Really nice
an
bathrooms.
auto parts store in the shop. Very very good snack choice. They were kind of lacking on the energy drinks. I'm not gonna lie. They had like Monster and Rockstar, and the choices from them were subpar. Anyway, so we're about to go on the road. Zach begins to eat his chicken Caesar salad.
Oh, this was different. This was a different. This was before that.
I don't believe so, because you started eating it, and then I had to go back in the store for something because I think I had to pee again. Because we got in the car, I ate my burrito, plural, and I'm like, you know what? Before we go, let me just go pee one more time because I feel like I'm gonna have to.
The only reason I think it was a different Love's is because the one I got the Caesar salad at was the one when I referenced my old dog passing away. That's at the border of Georgia. That's right out of Jacksonville. That's why I think it was a different Love's.
I feel like it was the same one.
It might have been.
Because I feel like we had just gotten into South Carolina. We just got out of Georgia and just into South Carolina.
Yeah, maybe.
Neither here nor there. So I still think it's my fault because either one of these times, I feel like we were ready to go, and then I said, "Let me just go back and pee one more time," because I feel like I gotta go. And if I didn't take that 2 extra minutes, we would have been ahead. So
I don't know.
I think so because we weren't that far.
But
dude.
we walked. It was a decent walk. It was like a 10-minute walk.
Yeah, on a highway. So what happened was we got into a dead stop. About a quarter of a mile in front of us, apparently 2 truckers got in an accident, and one of them flipped, blocked the entire lane. It's only a
two-lane highway.
2-lane highway. The worst.
Mm-hmm.
I despise every 2-lane highway. Make them all 3 or take a walk. So we were stuck there for a solid
6 hours.
6. Oh, I was gonna say 4.
I think it was longer though.
I would believe you. I may have blocked part of that out of my memory because it was so awful. We were making great time. So it's a
It might have been like 5-ish hours.
11-hour drive from here to South Carolina. 11,
It's a little bit
12-hour
longer.
drive.
A little bit longer.
A little bit longer than that. We were making good time. We were supposed to get to our Airbnb by like 4 o'clock. 6 o'clock? As
It
you
was
can
like
see,
7.
this memory is very skewed for me. But we were making very good time. And we got into a dead stop. We were there for 5 to 6 hours. But
it was a long time.
it was a very long time. It was so long that we were able to get out of our car, walk all the way up to where the accident had happened. We couldn't see much because there were cops and ambulances blocking where the accident happened, and they wouldn't let us through. So we didn't see exactly what happened, but we were able to get to the scene. So I feel that if I didn't take that extra little pee break, that little 2 to 3 minutes, the way I was driving, we would have been.
He was going 95 the entire time.
We were hauling ass. We were flying.
So it was Greer, South Carolina, right?
I think so. I don't really remember. I think we would have been able to pass up those 2 truckers, and we would have made time. Damn my bladder. Damn his Caesar salad. He also threw away my McDonald's burritos.
I did.
The absolute disrespect. Absolute disrespect.
I have no qualms.
Of course you don't. You feel no remorse
actually,
for
it's
anything.
yeah, it's about 11 hours, 726 miles from where we are. So, yeah, wow. So yeah, we got stopped. You know, it's fucking crazy.
What?
There's an accident right where we got stopped. That's happening right now.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, because we just passed through Savannah, out of Georgia.
Right.
Because we never went into North Carolina, right? No.
No, we were in South Carolina. Because the event was
Yeah.
in South Carolina. Shout out Weekend Warrior.
Shout out Weekend Warrior. Yeah, it was right on 95. 95 right as you're getting into South Carolina. And then it was another like 2 hours. Because we didn't get to the
Airbnb
because
until like
we left at what,
12
like
o'clock.
7 in the morning? 8? No, we left at like 8 in the morning, right?
Yeah.
So it was, we were en route to get there at like 6 or
At, like,
7.
Before sundown.
Yes.
And this was before daylight savings where it would get dark at like 5 o'clock. Shout out daylight savings. Hope you all moved your clocks back.
I moved some of them back.
I did not. I have mostly electronics.
It is still bright out.
It is
Wow.
still bright out.
Holy
Isn't that
shit.
nice? 7:30. It's still bright.
Holy crap. But yeah, it was a wonderful trip. We were, like I said, we were in that same spot for
Bro, for
I
so
think
long.
about 4 hours. I don't know why I
Yeah.
said 6. It wasn't 6
I'm
hours,
pretty
but
sure
it was
4
4
hours.
hours because we didn't get to the shout out to the Airbnb. That was a
Yeah.
amazing
Incredible
Airbnb.
spot.
It was the barn in South Carolina. If anyone's ever in that area, it's the Spartanburg, Greenville, Greer area in South Carolina. That's like 3 different places I named, but they're all within the same distance. There's an Airbnb called the Barn. It's this gorgeous black barn. The only thing that sucked is the actual address that they put on it is not
Is
the actual address. It's like their mailing address.
Right.
And in the description, it says you need to use this address or you can follow these directions. And we didn't find that until we were at the wrong location in a foreign state that I've been to South Carolina before, but not in this location and not at midnight in the pouring rain.
Dude, it was 100% horror movie atmosphere. So
Oh,
there
it
are
was terrifying.
no streetlights out there. It's forest. There are old decrepit barns, big ranch houses.
Yeah.
You can only see the shadows of because it's pitch black. It's a small 1-lane road.
Mhm.
And if you veer off to the side, you're going in a
into
ditch.
a ditch. Yeah,
You're going into a ditch. You're not getting out.
yeah. Some hills have eyes. Shit.
Yeah. So where the address that is on the Airbnb, it takes you up this winding, humongous driveway up into this big, giant mansion-looking place with no lights, super eerie, and we're just sitting in this driveway like this can't be it.
No,
This
it
is
didn't
not
look-
a
it
barn.
didn't look
I
anything
don't
like
see
it.
a barn,
Yeah.
and it's
We were at this point, we were like low key freaking out because
Yeah.
just before that, we stopped and grabbed Miller High Life. Shout out Miller High Life.
Shout out Miller High Life.
So this that whole weekend,
Champagne of beer.
that whole weekend, we drank so much Miller High Life.
It was a good time.
It was so much Miller High Life.
It really was. They didn't have any other options. It was not like we're going to get Bud Light.
No.
It was either Bud Light or Miller High Life or Miller Light.
I like Miller High Life. It
I
was
like
good.
Miller High
It
Life.
was-
No qualms about that.
We jammed with it.
But
So to continue it, so I'm fucking like, okay, let me get back on there. Let me pull out the GPS. They bring out the map. I was like navigating. It's raining. Dom's like we're not like we're keeping our cool, but both like low key deep down and we're panicking.
yeah, in the back of our
inside-
minds, we're like, this could
This
be
is
really bad.
this is gonna be bad.
Because I don't know if you were getting to this or not. When we stopped for Miller High Life, we were like maybe like 2 or 3 miles away from the Airbnb, or 5 miles. I feel like there's a 5 in there somewhere. So I was like, we don't really need to get gas. So we're driving around, and that gas tank is getting low.
Oh yeah,
It's getting low, dude.
We were freaking out a little bit. I remember that.
If we drove around for probably another hour and a half, we would have ran out of gas.
So I think we found it because we were just going, and I'm like, Dom, this is where it says, because we started actually using the. I mean, it's weird to say, but we started actually using the street signs because we're so accustomed to just using the GPS. But it was at a point where it was storming and kind of high elevation. GPSs were low key losing signal.
Yeah, a lot.
And we were getting redirected. It was moving here. You know, Siri was going crazy. Whatever Samsung has was going crazy, not giving the proper directions. You know, and all this is foreign to us. So we were really freaking out. And we ended up like going. I'm like, Dom, it has to be here. We followed the directions. It said, you know, turn at this street. If you go, you know, you're supposed to go quarter of a, you know, whatever, 40 yards.
Of a mile.
And you're like, bro, holy crap. You know, see this street sign, take a left there, and then you're going to go up a thing. And it was rough. And then we're going. And I think I said, I was like, wait. And then we back up a little bit. And I'm like, that has to be it. Mm-hmm. You couldn't see it because it was, you drove right past it.
We drove past it 3 times.
We were looking for a pitch black barn.
Painted black barn.
Painted black, yeah. A black barn in the pitch black, no street lights. Zero street lights in this area.
No starlight, no
moonlight. Nothing, and it's raining. It is like heavy, like it's not pouring down like storming, but it is raining. It wasn't drizzling. It was
enough
raining.
that we had to use the second tier of windshield wiper.
Yeah. So it was tough. We finally got in there and we're like, oh my god, you know, let's pull up. Dom runs in there. He tries to put in the code. It works. And we're like, oh my god, fuck off. It was awesome. We got in there. The place was amazing, and we were
immaculate.
It was so good. Like it was such a nice place. And the problem is we wouldn't have had such a bad experience getting to it if that accident didn't happen. Right. But
because we would have seen it in the daylight.
Yes.
We passed it 3 times.
Easily.
The problem that we were running into is like we passed it the first time. It was like, is that it? Because it kind of looks like it could be a barn, but it's behind a fence that has a gate, and you don't want to be rolling up to somebody else's property in the middle of nowhere at night. That's grounds to get shotgunned.
Yeah. In like a country area,
or get a chainsaw through you.
Yeah, we played Resident Evil. So
a lot of it.
We know.
We
know what it's about. But yeah, you got up there. It was stocked. The 2 beds were nice. The shower was great. The bath, it was awesome. And I just remember us both taking turns, getting undressed, getting relaxed, and cracking open these Miller High Lifes. And bro, we had no food. We were eating popcorn that they left.
We were eating popcorn and the rest of my combos because I left them because they sucked.
Yes, because, I mean, it was just one of those things where we didn't know where we were, and we were just so tired from being in that car for so long that, you know, the idea was that we were supposed to stop at a Walmart, and we would have been able to, but then they were closed because by the time we got in there, it was close to midnight, and it was getting rough. Yeah. But we got in there. It was relaxing, and it was awesome.
Those Miller High Lifes were like gold.
They really were.
It was so nice.
I mean, in the span of 35 and even, I mean, better and worse. We were watching TV, and they freaking had Yu-Gi-Oh! Old Yu-Gi-Oh!
Original Yu-Gi-Oh!
On some bougie-ass channel that had commercials every 2 seconds.
And it didn't interrupt the... Like it didn't pause the show. The commercials would play over the show, so you would come back from the commercial in a different spot.
These commercials had the audacity.
They had all the audacity.
They're like, oh, you missed something? Yeah, whatever. You should have bought the product, bitch.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Did you not see the Miller High Life? You should have bought some. But and then we got up. Morning happens.
Mm-hmm.
I think we both got up around the same time.
Yeah,
and it was cold.
It was cold.
It was cold, and we
like
were
50s.
Yeah, we were prepared for. We both had some long sleeve. I think you complained saying you should have brought some more long sleeve, or maybe it was me. I don't remember.
It was you because I had all long sleeve.
I don't remember. Either way, we got up and there was this heavy fog over the thing, and we looked outside. And it was just awesome. And I know we both have some pictures of it. And just seeing just this fog over these farmlands and these other barns out of things. I just remember us getting up. We made 2 cups of coffee for ourselves, and we got outside and we started walking around. Dude, they had a fire pit set up for us that we never got to use because we missed it. We would have used it for. I mean, it was raining, so we might not have. But
by the time we got there, if we got there on schedule, I think it wouldn't have been raining. So
we would have had a little bit of time to use it.
It would have been so nice.
But
and
dude, there were some fucking horses and stuff. We woke up and like horses were next to our barn, and wait, bro, I went over there. I bought fucking petting those, and they had a mini horse.
A mini horse, not a pony. A mini
horse.
And these horses just came up to us.
Just came up to us.
They're like, "Yo, what's up, dude? You want a little scratchy scratch? Cool."
And
it was amazing.
It was just such a good Airbnb. I mean, we were there for a while, and just hanging out, having some. We didn't eat breakfast there, but we had some coffee and got ourselves ready. We were sort of going through some of the stuff we had and. The ideas that we were having for the Weekend Warrior. It was a LARPing thing where, Weekend Warrior is amazing. If anyone's into LARPing, definitely check out Weekend Warrior. It is such a good experience.
Incredible event.
Amazing staff that they seem like they're the same people, as the people that are going there. It's a LARPing event made by LARPers for LARPers.
Right. The staff are participating in the event.
Yeah, they run Felon Fair, and if you guys don't know what Felon Fair is an amazing sort of medieval Renaissance Nordic Viking outfitter.
Yeah.
They make some quality cosplay and costume items.
Yeah.
Whether you need a cloak, whether you need a sash, a belt,
I bought
brassers.
Both of my cloaks that I wore to the Renaissance Festival from them.
Yeah, and I already know
High
I'm
quality.
buying 2 separate things from them.
High quality.
But yeah, they ran the event. I guess it's the owner of Felon Fair, the guy.
Yeah.
He and his sister. I think that's his sister.
I don't know.
I think it's his sister.
I can see the resemblance.
They run the event at Weekend Warriors, so I guess it was like their side project to propel. I don't know. They did something smart. They made something happen. They made something happen.
They made an event that almost exclusively made you buy from them or their partners. So like
smart.
Yeah, it's so smart.
Great. And the stuff was good too. It wasn't even, the only thing I wish Weekend Warrior had a little bit more of was more vendors.
Yeah.
More things to spend my money on.
Correct.
Because when you got there, you had the Felon Fair shop, but
there wasn't that much in there. Honestly,
they didn't have it was just a small shop. Like I think the venue they have it's the same one. It's the Lindsay Plantation. It was a great.
Do that.
It was a beautiful plantation.
Yes,
it really was.
Yes,
it was a gorgeous vista. I mean, dude, mountains and forests, and you could, just. I remember watching the sunrise each day.
The views were unreal.
Yeah,
I've never seen I've been to Colorado several times. I've never been able to see the sunrise and sunset peak so perfectly through mountain tops and a valley at the same time. Unreal.
And there was just that plantation. I think that plantation's mainly used for like weddings. Yeah, but they took a whole LARPing event. I mean, there was like 500 plus people there easily.
I think it was like
plus staff.
200.
No, but plus staff.
Plus staff. You think there was 300 staff there? Whatever it was a large.
It was
number.
a lot of people. There were hundreds of people. There was hundreds of people
for sure.
Maybe not every day, but I know there was a lot of people because they said it was a completely booked event.
Yeah, it was the biggest they'd ever
sold
had.
out. So whatever that number is, I'm not educated enough to say what the actual number was. I just know it was hundreds of people.
For sure.
we were part of the Kingsmen. It was a great faction. I mean, we have our qualms with them that we hope they get ironed out, and I just feel like we're going through some growing pains with leadership.
Yes, very little of it.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like we were less organized than some of the more quote barbaric factions.
Absolutely.
Which I mean,
the Hearthguard were easily the most dominating force.
Yeah, I mean, kudos to them. I mean, because a lot of their actual people that were in there were ex-military.
Yeah.
So I mean,
you
that's
know,
only gonna
fun
help.
fact. We talked to a couple of the guys. A
Yeah.
lot of the Hearthguard were former Kingsmen.
Yeah.
And they switched because the Kingsmen just weren't it. And it's just it's upsetting because, okay, for Weekend Warrior, there are 4 main factions. There's the Kingsmen, the Hearthguard, the Sea Lords, and the Rangers. Rangers, obviously, they look like Rangers. They're wearing leather. They're using bows. They're mainly archery.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like backline skirmisher types. Sea Lords, they wear like leather and some chainmail. They're brawlers. They obviously take to the seas. They're more using like pole arms, kind of pirate-esque.
They reminded me of like Middle Eastern Vikings.
Yes.
They had a lot of like mosaic sort of like heraldry from like Middle Eastern sort of Persian vibe to them.
Yes.
But then they also you'd be seeing a dude in a Viking helmet next to him, like in a straight up Nordic
with
Norman helmet with ring mail and stuff like that that you wouldn't see on the Persian. So it was a very nice blend of aesthetic where they were like Persian Norse. It was a husbandry between the Persian and the North. And the Hearthguards, bro, they were just straight up Vikings. Straight up Viking lord.
Bloodthirsty. They had a bigger shield wall than the Kingsmen, which was very
Kingsmen
very
didn't have a
forward.
lot of shields.
The Kingsmen are the heavy armored knights. They're the knight faction, which we took part in, and we got full plated up. Most of the Kingsmen, pretty much all the Kingsmen, are fully steel plated, armored up.
Kitted out.
We have giant shields,
big swords,
big
spears,
big
stuff
spears,
like that.
And we were just out there kind of getting stomped by the Hearthguard because we were just outnumbered.
Yeah,
so outnumbered,
completely outnumbered, and
like we could take more hits because there's armor points. If you have steel, you can take more hits than leather, obviously. So there's that factor that plays into it. But the Hearthguard, there's just so many of them,
Yeah.
About 47 minutes.
Yeah, I thought I saw a different number. Yeah, and it was really good. So what our hope is, Kingsman, if you're listening,
and we know that you are.
Yeah, we know that you are. We're gonna tag you in this one, and put a timestamp so you guys can listen to our thoughts on this. The event was amazing, incredible event. Let us. I mean, it's unfortunate that we're not always going to be able to do all the training camp stuff, but I don't think everyone is.
The training grounds is coming up soon, and that looks very fun.
Yeah, but
it's so far away.
Our hope is that we stick with Kingsmen long enough to try to build we want to try and bring the change to Kingsmen because it's both the same faction that we want to be in. Like, spiritually, we're both just knights.
Yep.
Like,
it is what it is.
There was a long time ago where I thought I was a Viking and stuff like that, but I wouldn't be. I really, bro, I look good in that plate, man.
That you do.
I look good in that armor. I'm going to have a different set going this time, though, I think. Got to do some finagling. Got to look into it. But yeah, it was just a good time, and I only hope that they expand further and do more and bring more events. Like, the only thing I wanted from the event was more. Like, and not in a bad way.
Yeah.
Not that they didn't give enough, but I just wanted it to be more.
Right.
Like, I wanted, like I said, when I say more vendors, I mean, they had vendors. The vendors were there, but not specifically for somebody who's been going to a Renaissance festivals for the last 6-7 years and is already kitted out. You want stuff that's going to be increasing your kit, stuff that's going to be, you can add on to your kit, things that are, more demonstrate. Like, I feel like they had a fight arena set up, and the fight arena was cool. It was really cool. We didn't get into it as much because, I mean, dude, we were smacked. I was so sloshed. Dude, I drank so much fucking mead. I drank so much mead.
So one thing that was, I think one of my favorite parts about it is I'm a sucker for the little things. I'm a sucker for gimmicks. So what they had you do was you trade in your cash for in-game coins. So
Yeah.
you had silver coins and gold coins.
No, I think there was bronze too for the ones.
Oh, I didn't get any. I just got
I think
silver
like
and gold.
in change, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there was 2. But so silver was 5 and gold was 10.
Mm-hmm.
So you exchange your money at the beginning. You can keep exchanging, and whatever you don't use at the end of the event, they just give you the cash back. Did not get any cash back.
No, I used all my money too. I drank all that cash.
We
Food
completely-
was provided.
It was good too for
For us in the future, I'd like us or whenever we go again.
we need to bring more provisions.
more provisions
sure.
like for ourselves because we essentially camped.
Creamer. We need to
Coffee
bring our
creamer.
own coffee creamer.
Yeah. Our own provisions to get stuff, for in the tent.
Some beef jerky.
I mean, dude, there was one night where I didn't get back to the tent till like 3 in the fucking morning.
Yeah,
dude.
bro.
I was literally sitting by a campfire just shooting the shit between 2 hearth guards, a ranger, myself. There was other Kingsmen there. We were just all shooting the shit. Dom was like, I gotta go knock out deuces. He might have taken a deuce and then he passed out. I don't know.
Probably.
That's my biggest thing is they had a fight arena, but they didn't have like an archery range set up, or they didn't have like an axe throwing range set up. Like those are things that I feel like with enough support or help, they could set those up and either. I mean, I wouldn't charge people to do it.
I was
but
just gonna say
they
could.
They could charge for it, and people would definitely pay for it.
Yeah.
But it would be more training for the fighting because you were allowed to use throwing weapons. You were allowed to use throwing weapons. You were allowed all foam, but throwing weapons. You were allowed to use ranged weapons with proper heads,
Foamed tips.
yeah, and then the fight arena, which was for training with the weapons, and like I would just like to see more, just more. Like more. There was a lot of NPCs around, but what I would have loved is an NPC stall, like an actual dude selling goods, wares. That wasn't because the Felon Fair shop was out of character. Everything was in character. When you were there, you tried to be in character as much as possible.
Right.
And I think that's something we actually are going to sit down and try and refine our characters a little bit more. So we have a little bit more to go off of and really get into the characters. Because it's such an escape from reality. It really is. It's such a good.
Literally. You go there. You're highly encouraged to not use any technology because it ruins the immersion for everybody. And for the most part, I didn't really, other than the in-game, quote unquote, photographers that really stayed out of the way, but they were also in like costumes. So the only thing they had that had made them stand out were giant cameras, but it was necessary. The pictures they took were unbelievable. Other than that, I think everybody stayed in character. I mean, you would have your real life conversations.
Yeah, you'd have like a few out of character like
there was no phones out. There's no like.
No, I
anything
mean
like that.
for the most part you wouldn't see it, but you every so often you see a couple people snapping pictures and just I mean I wish we took more.
I think we took that a little too seriously.
Mhm.
Like we left our phones in the tent because honestly I thought I'd get in trouble if I took it out.
What are they gonna do?
I see that now. Like, what are they gonna do? No, you're not allowed to use that here.
Banished. You're
Yeah.
exiled.
That's kind of what I thought would happen, but everybody there is so chill.
Yeah.
And we definitely could have taken more pictures.
Which I wish we did. I mean,
wish we did.
there are some good pictures. I mean, and then on top of it, they had, I mean, what I would call professional photographers.
100%. Yeah, I don't remember what the last thing we talked about was, but
I mean, we're just talking about the.
yeah, there was a little technical difficulty we had to splice.
Yeah,
things
technology is difficult, man.
up. Technology is difficult.
This is,
recording this podcast isn't easy, but I think we're running out of room, therefore running out of time. It has been a pretty long one,
I mean,
Longer.
I think we're right at
almost at an hour.
I mean, that's the cusp. I mean,
Weekend Warrior was good.
yeah.
It's quite
So I'm
good.
actually really looking forward to going to Weekend Warrior again.
And this time it won't be on Halloween.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that was miserable. That was so tough with the family. I got in so much dog shit with the family
In the
being on
doghouse.
Halloween. But yeah, I mean, I just want more. I mean, that's with everything.
It's true.
I mean, it's just, I don't know if it's just how life is right now. You just kind of want the most out of a lot of things, and you see the potential that Weekend Warrior can have. And bro, I want it to be Week Warrior.
It's just
I want
got
it
to
to
get
be
there.
the entire week. You know, I want it to be. I want the event to be as long as possible. I want them to be able to have their own piece of land that they have permanent buildings, and they can like run an event like year round.
They can build their own structures.
I want them to succeed in the best kind of way, and I have nothing but respect, admiration, and honestly jealousy.
Yeah.
And you know, straight up, I wish that
they're living the dream, man.
They are. Yeah, they're, you know, I'm stuck working at a restaurant. Working at a hospital, and both are good jobs, well-paying jobs. But man, I wish I was making armor and, you know, running a medieval Renaissance LARPing event, you know, for hundreds of people. You know, that's
goals right there.
That is goals. And, you know, I don't remember the gentleman's name that runs it, but, you know, good on you, man.
Good on you. And thank you.
Yeah, thank you for, you know, letting us, I mean, not letting us, we bought tickets, but, you know, having us at the event and, you know, being able to enjoy it. Can't wait to go back in October and, you know.
It's going to be
I tell everyone about it, too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. If the professional photography is, I think that's where we were when we were, before technical difficulties. Cut in, they had some really, you know, we got some large photo dumps. Fantastic photo dumps. Like, I'm talking about easily 200 photos.
Yeah.
Easily. There's some good ones. There's some bad ones. Your picture's definitely taken at least once.
They did a very good job of including everyone.
Yeah. The good, the bad, and the ugly, I'd say. I mean, there was some real good stuff. And, like I said, I know they have more in store, and I know they're working on it, and that's what makes me excited to want to go back and want to see the rest of what the nation has. I mean, I know there's a lot of Renfest, Texas, Pennsylvania, a lot of good stuff out there. And I think we talked about it last week, but when we went to Florida Renfest, I know you just went again this week, and I hope it was great. Hope it was a good time.
It was nice.
Yesterday, actually, right?
Yep.
Yeah. They were taking pictures and videos of us, and we were, you know, Dom and I both were rocking Felon Fair cloaks.
Yep.
And that's what it's about. Hey, shout out to the boys.
Representing.
The boys, damn my phone. The boys and the girls over at Felon Fair and Weekend Warrior.
We'll put a link somewhere in some description somewhere. Because hopefully this will be on YouTube.
Yeah. So that's new.
So that's going to be new.
Yeah, it's going to be a long video, and I have an idea. I don't know how to get in contact with one. Maybe we'll find somewhere on the internet about doing some animations for some segments.
That would be very cool.
Yeah, for some short animations for some videos to post. Like I said, we have ideas of things that we want to do, but just finding the time to do it, and, you know, having the resources to do it.
Right.
To give you guys what you want and do what we want without sacrificing for both you guys.
Pretty much just do what we want.
Yeah. You know. But,
on that note, I think it's a good time to end it. Thank you guys for tuning in to 10 episodes of Things and Stuff, dealing with our nonsense rambling.
200 downloads.
200 total downloads, 200 total listens.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody who has been there from day one. Shout out to everybody who has been here since this. What? Sugar Spice and Everything Nice.
Good. Isn't that the next thing?
I feel good.
I feel good.
There you go.
What did I say?
It feels good.
It does.
It does. It do be feeling good when we get those streams and posts and comments online, and people come up and tell us, "Hey, I listened to your podcast. It sounded great. You guys are good." It warms my heart. Yeah. I'm sure it warms
also,
his
we
too.
hope you like these.
Shout out Display.
Yeah. These are all from Display. If you guys
Display.com promo code Things and Stuff. Don't do it.
Don't do it. It doesn't work.
It won't work.
It doesn't work.
Yet. Did we just become best friends?
Yet. It doesn't work. Yet.
Yeah.
Display. Check them out.
Display.
It's a lot of cool stuff.
Things and Stuff.
Felon Fair.
YouTube. Felon Fair.
Taco Bell. Target.
Taco Bell.
You know.
Ghost. Mountain Dew, they got enough promotion.
Amp.
We don't throw back on that one.
Yeah.
How good is
We didn't
that?
talk about it. We didn't actually talk about it.
We didn't. Shout out Ghost, sponsor us. I have
Yeah.
a lot of your stuff.
Hey. It's been
Hey.
fun. Hey.
It's been fun.
Look at us.
It's been real. Look at us.
Hey.
Who would have thought?
Who's that? Who said that?
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd. Shout
Shout
out
out Paul
Ones.
Rudd.
Shout out Paul Rudd. Shout
Hot
out-
Ones is great.
Shout out Ant-Man.
Hey. Look at him.
Look at him. Look at
Yeah.
them.
Look at them.
Look at all of us.
We're doing
Look at
so
all
good.
of us doing
Yeah.
things and
And
getting stuff done.
Yeah. That's what it's about.
That's what it's about.
Have a good night, everyone.
See ya!